question. How can I deal with trauma recovery without bringing that trauma into the present? If my behavior is manifesting out of trauma responses, how can I change that by focusing on it? We can tell by the carefully worded question that you understand that you can't get there from there. In other words, if you remain focused upon a trauma, you will, in the now, while you are focusing on it, you will reactivate it. So your now point of attraction is affected by what you're focusing upon. Whether you are looking toward the past or looking at something in the present or even anticipating the future, you're still doing it now. So the emotion that you feel now is your indicator of what's going on vibrationally. However, it is a good idea to own where you are on those subjects. Don't pretend that you're not still traumatized if you are. And by poking around at it and then feeling what it feels like when you do, then you are able to acknowledge that I am still here, that this is where I am on the emotional scale. And unless you know where you are on the emotional scale, you cannot do any improving of your vibration. You have to know where you're starting from in order to be able to reach for the next emotion that is less resistant, and then that is less resistant, and so on. We wouldn't go looking for trouble, and we wouldn't reactivate or re-emphasize troubling things. But when they come up, and you know that they are because you're having an emotional event, an emotional experience, when it comes up, acknowledge that you're feeling negative emotion, identify as best you can what that emotion feels like, identify it, isolate it on the emotional scale, and then make a decision to do something about it. Make a decision to take a little bit of time right then and there, if you have the time, to move it to a better feeling place. It's likely that if you have had a traumatic experience in your past, and if there is still an active vibration within you about it, that it has, since that first traumatic experience, been compounded by others similar to it, maybe less than it, but similar to it. Because since it has been your point of attraction for a while, then you have attracted from life other things that match it also. So in most cases, you have a pattern that has developed as a result of that first traumatic experience. It is not difficult to leave those traumatic experiences in the past. The reason that we know that so clearly and speak it so emphatically is because we know for sure that your inner being is not looking back at that experience when you had trauma, and that the negative emotion you feel is because you are when your inner being is not. The whole point of the emotional guidance scale is to deliberately focus yourself in closer and closer proximity, moment by moment, subject by subject, topic by topic, emotion by emotion, to where your inner being resides consistently. This is a powerful tool.